and we love taters on the Lion's Share, brought to you by BetMGM.
We do love taters on the Lion's Share, and we are going to get there. I did want to give you this first. Of course, we've been talking about Flaherty not pitching, Jack Flaherty not pitching for the Tigers tonight, Scotty. This just came down from our man Bob Nightingale, of course, who we see a lot here on Coast to Coast with you. This is about a minute ago. The Yankees are in extensive trade talks for Tiger starter Jack Flaherty and plan to trade starter Nestor Cortes if they land Flaherty. So, Scotty, now that is a trade I would make every day and twice on Sunday. Cortes out of the rotation and Flaherty in, especially with the way he's pitched.
I mean, honestly, see you later, nasty. Thanks for nothing. Honestly, he gets lit up every time he pitches. All that nasty Nestor stuff is nonsense. I told you the Mets should get Flaherty. The Yankees get him instead. That is a coup. He has pitched great this year for the Tigers, but it doesn't necessarily mean that he's going to be dominant in pinstripes or at Yankee Stadium or otherwise. But it is an upgrade, without a doubt, over Cortes.
Not official yet. If that does become official, I will let you know. Bob says extensive talks, almost there. Hopefully they get that across the line, Scotty. That would be very good. Now how about some taters on the Lion's Share, brought to you by BetMGM. And we're coming off one of our best nights on Friday. 4 bell ringers that we had here on the Lion's Share. It was a very good Friday night for us. Let's start with this Yankee-Philly game tonight. And I know we've got Zach Wheeler and Louis Heel on the mound, 2 guys who have been very good this year. But big total, I think there's homers here. Both guys do give up some solo shots, Scotty. They don't allow the big ones, but they allow a lot of solos. I'm going to start with Harper. Big stage, the big guys are going to come to play. Harper plus 275 against Louis Heel, who's given up most of his homers really in the last 6 weeks, especially to some left-handed bats. Now look, Soto, he's got good numbers against Wheeler, 3 homers in his career off of him. Judge actually 0 for 5, Scotty, against Wheeler in his career. Really nobody on the Phillies has seen Heel before. I'll take my shot with Harper with the Yankees in town.
Yeah, I love that bet, and I like Schwarbaum. He's been launching shots every night, and I think Turner's another guy that I would be involved with as well for the Phillies. I do not have much faith lately in Heel. I think he's kind of been a heel. He's been getting lit up. So, I don't think it's going to be easy for the Yankees against Wheeler. And I think more of the home runs are coming from that Philly side like you do.
I do agree on that. All right, the Mariners head to Boston where they open up a series with the Sox. And one of my favorite targets on the Lion's Share is always Nick Pivetta, who's allowed 15 homers in 84 innings this year for the Red Sox. Cal Raleigh has been good to us. It's funny, Scotty. He was actually one of the guys who didn't homer for us Friday night. We had 4 homers. We had him in the card. He didn't, but he came through for me Saturday and Sunday. So he's been very hot, and he's 3 for 7 with 2 homers in his career off of Pivetta. Plus 333 for Cal Raleigh tonight at Fenway.
Yeah, I love that bet. And, I might even throw in a Haniger here based on the sandbox that they're playing in. So if Raleigh can hit one, why not Haniger?
I'll give you this number, too. Ferrall Arena, of course, just joined Seattle. He has seen Pivetta a lot. 2 homers in his career. 8 for 22 with 2 homers off of Pivetta. So maybe a Rosarena, somebody else to look for. He knows that park, knows that pitcher very well from his time in Tampa. Next, we'll go to Arizona late night. Nationals in town against the Diamondbacks. And I'm going back to one of my old friends, Christian Walker, tonight at plus 375. Why are we going to Christian, Scotty? Well, we have a lefty on the mound in our boy Mitchell Parker Lewis can't lose. And Walker eats lefties at home. And you have one in Parker Lewis, so let's go after it. Plus 375 with Walker.
I mean, this guy has rung the bell for us so many times, particularly at Dodger Stadium. But I like the call here against Parker in the desert. And, it's funny. They took 2 of 3 from the Pirates. They're playing great baseball, and it's been going on for about 3 weeks. So I've said time and time again before the break, watch out for this team in the second half. They're playing great baseball. That was a week before at least the All-Star break, and now they've carried it out of the break. I think they're going to be tough to beat the rest of the way. They look good.
Next, to Cincinnati, the Cubs and the Reds tonight. Now, there's several options that we have on the Reds side against Jameson Shots at Tyone. I actually don't mind some Cubbies either, Scotty, against this Carson Spires. But I'm going to go with Tyler Stevenson tonight. 4 for 4 in his career off of Tyone, including a home run. So he sees him very well. Plus 425 for Stevenson. Candelario's hit a homer off of him. TJ Friedel's hit a homer off him. Spencer Steers hit a homer off him. Reds have some very good numbers against Tyone.
Yeah, I love that bet at 425. It's a great number. On the other side, the same names start coming up. As far as I'm concerned, Happ, Horner. Yes. There's a lot of Cubs, too, that I'd be interested in getting a piece on.
Next, to Citi Field we go. Mets and the Twins. I'm going to go to Royce Lewis, who just came back off the IL. Now, Lewis has hit a lot of home runs this year in limited action. 11 home runs and only 98 at bats. He's just coming off. Let's get him hot. And this guy's been in the threes for most of the year, Scotty. Getting him at 5-1 tonight against the lefty. He usually mashes lefties. And Jose Quintana, who's given up 18 home runs this year. I'll try Lewis at Citi Field at plus 500.
I love that bet. I'd be interested in a Carlos Santana. He can hit from either side, and he's a showman. So hitting one in New York would be something I could see happening.
And finally, we go to Houston, where, yes, Paul Skeens is on the mound tonight. We're going to get to him in a moment. But the Buccos come rolling in, lineup a little depleted. They're going to get Reynolds back tonight. By the way, I like Reynolds as well if he's in the lineup. But I'm going to go to the Cruz missile. We just played you one. He hit one yesterday. He's been hot. And why are we doing this, Scotty? Who does O'Neal Cruz hit the most? These right-handers who can't get anybody out. And that is exactly what Jake Bloss the boss, has been for Houston this year. This guy's given up 5 homers in only 11 innings. He gets beat up by lefty power hitters. Plus 4 bills for O'Neal Cruz tonight.
Love that bet. On the other side, Skeens gives up a home run here and there. He's been known to get that fastball turned on. I'd say Alvarez could hit one from the left side, obviously.
Yeah, I think from the Houston side, the only guy I'd play with fire with tonight is Alvarez against Skeens if we wanted to go there. And as far as Skeens goes, Scotty, of course we know the number for him. It is 7.5 is where the K number is. And so far this year, it is 10-2 to the over. 7.5, 90% of the bets at BetMGM are on Skeens to go over the 7.5 in Houston.
Well, I don't see why it's not going to happen tonight, too, with that lineup. They got like one guy hitting from the left side, so I think they're going to have trouble with him, and I'll go over again. 10-2, I'll go over again at plus 110.